Before we jump into my slide presentation, I want to introduce you to one of my friends in the web jungle. This is an elephant. This is something I bought for my wife, but it ended up on my desk. And let me tell you a little story about the elephant. Once upon a time, we were having a conversation with Emily's grandfather, and he told us the story of how do you eat an elephant? And the answer is one bite at a time. Now, I don't encourage you to eat elephants, but rather think of it as a metaphor for how you solve any problem, how you work on anything. When you are in the middle of needing to get a problem fixed or get through something and you are feeling tremendous overwhelm about all the things that you have to do or all the pieces that are standing in your way, remember, you only can eat an elephant one bite at a time. And of course, we don't mean a little small elephant like this. This one's, smaller than my head. Elephants are giant, enormous creatures. And so the expression one bite at a time means that's the only way you can do anything, right? One step at a time. In fact, last week's show, we were talking to Betty and praising her for the baby steps that she's taking in her business. She was saying, I'm only taking baby steps. And I turned that around and said, are you kidding? You're taking baby steps. That's fantastic. Because the only steps that you can take sometimes are baby steps. And baby steps forward are still steps forward. So I celebrate your steps, even if they're baby steps. Even if you're trying to eat your elephant one bite at a time, it's the only way you can do it. So remember the elephant remembers you. I don't know, something about elephants with great memory. I don't know. But anyway, one bite at a time. And that's how we're going to do things in the web jungle too. One step at a time. It's the only way to do it sometimes. It's the only way to make progress. Better a little progress than no progress at all. Am I right? All right, let's jump right into the slides. Let me pull this up on this side. Boop, 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 boop. Ask a Web Geek with CJ Gilbert, your web safari guide. Ask a Web Geek, we're all over the web, so join us wherever you live on the web. If you're in Facebook, join our Facebook group, Ask a Web Geek. Ask any questions. You can also subscribe on YouTube. Also follow on Twitter, Ask a Web Geek. That's me behind the Twitter. You can follow my quote-unquote normal Twitter. I talk about websites and business and geek stuff there, but do also follow the one for the show, Ask a Web Geek, and I will accept your questions from there. And then finally, it's a podcast. It is on all the podcast channels, and as always, would really appreciate your like. Every time you hit a like or a comment or a subscribe or you leave me a comment or a review, I really greatly appreciate it. It helps the show reach more people to help more people. So thank you so much, and we're glad you're here.